What is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, we're going to be talking about the mural event in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM, and if it is worth it for you guys to go for the Dark Matter Vince Carter card. And as we dive into that today, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, make sure to smash that subscribe button as we're on the road to 90,000 subscribers. So here's what you guys can see, right? Within the murals, there's, plenty of different things. I think there's 15 different things that you do have to obviously accomplish, right? There's 15 different things that you need to do for the Power Within mural set, which obviously you do get a free Dark Matter Vince Carter card. Now, the question is, okay, I get those, but what are the other murals? So here's the deal, guys. You gotta complete domination. And that's probably the toughest thing to get done, right? A lot of this is just domination. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them are all in domination. So if you don't have domination done, it's pretty tough to get Vince. Now, if you do have domination done and the spotlight's done for Ralph Sampson, it's pretty easy, right? Once you do get all those done, because then you got to do these MyTEAM takeovers, in which it's pretty easy. Win a challenge game, win 10 triple threat offline games, 6 triple threat online games, 5 clutch time games, 3 unlimited games. Easy enough. Then you'll only need one thing left. And for that thing, I think you do need Chris Webber. So then obviously you got to complete the challenge, okay? And then you get Chris Webber for the final lock-in thing. But this is what you have to do, right? You have to have De'Aaron Fox, okay? So you got to have De'Aaron Fox. You got to have Ralph. You got to have Chris Webber. So obviously for this, you got to complete all of these with, and get De'Aaron Fox, which, look, a lot of these are easy enough, but like the dynamic rating wins. You got to complete all that. The opal wins. You got to complete all of these. And if you are just starting off and you haven't completed any of these, I would say it's not worth it. Now, again, if you have stayed to update, right? If you have De'Aaron Fox, if you have obviously Ralph Sampson, which I do, if you're at that stage, which all you got to do is complete this MyTEAM takeover as well as this, it's pretty easy to do. I mean, these 2 challenges are pretty easy to get done, or these 6 challenges, I should say. These 2 kind of agendas are pretty easy to do. It still is going to take you a while, right? Still is going to take you a few hours to probably get all this done. But again, if you got all of that done in MyTEAM, the big thing is if you have De'Aaron Fox, you're in good position, right? If you've won 20 domination games, you're in good position. The problem is if you haven't started in domination, you are way behind the 8 ball, and then it's just not worth it for Vince. Now, one thing I would say is if you watch my kind of video about Vince, I'm a pretty big fan of Vince. I'm a big believer in Vince. The problem is he's not easy to obtain. It's one of those things like, if you don't have domination done, which I don't on this account, I do on my Xbox account. If you have him on Xbox, or if you're in my position on Xbox, which you have domination done, the rest is easy. The rest is honestly super duper easy. So if you have 66 stars in the newest domination, the rest is easy, guys. The rest is easy. I don't have Ralph on my other account, but it would be easy enough to get. But if you have stayed up to date on the mural, which I honestly haven't really been paying too much attention to, I probably should have, but I haven't been paying much attention to. But if you had stayed up to date, you're getting probably a top 2 or 3 shooting guard in the game. I mean, I can go in here and look at Vince, and I'll just kind of break it down. The dude's got basically perfect stats. You got shifty dribble scout, Scottie behind the back, Kobe sides of escape, Vince Carter base on very quick. You got a very good card in 2K. And so it's one of those things. How long is it going to take if you are, starting from scratch, right? Well, let's just say it's, 25, 30 minutes per domination. So you're looking at 10 hours right away. Probably 4 or 5 hours to get Ralph. Probably 4 or 5 hours to get out of this. So, you're looking at an 18 to 20 hour grind all in all probably. And again, is it worth it for a person who has not started 18 hours for Vince Carter? Probably not. Now, again, you do get a good Ralph Sampson card along the way. You do get a decent Chris Webber card. But when we got a card like RJ Barrett, or we got, Ben Wallace is in the game. I mean, cards that kind of can compete. It's one of those things that's preference-based. Vince Carter is better than all those cards I mentioned, and Vince Carter is a top 3 or so shooting guard in the entire game. I'm just laying that out there straight away for you guys. It's just one of those things. Is he ultimately worth grinding for? And I just don't know if I have the answer for it, right? If you spend those 18 to 20 hours specifically in Triple Threat Online trying to get the Dark Matter Kobe, you get Dark Matter Kobe, you get 2 of them, then you maybe can pay for like, a Luka, maybe a Zion, and maybe it's more worth it for those types of things. So it's just one of those things in my team, guys. I love Vince Carter. So it's hard for me to sit here and tell you guys that going for Vince Carter is not worth it because you get Ralph. And Ralph right now is my starting center. If I got Chris Webber, he would play too. So you get Chris Webber, you get Ralph, you get Vince. And 3 of those guys, if you are nobody spent, are going to play. And I'm not saying De'Aaron Fox is horrible, but he's not playing for you. But you get 3 out of 10 guys that can play. And I mean, honestly, guys, if you are looking for something to grind, you get a top 3 shooting guard in the game. Probably get a top 5 or so center in the game. You get a decent enough power forward that can just hold it down. So, and then along the way, look, you get Danny Manning, Christian Laettner, who are also solid as well. So I'm not sitting up here saying it's not worth the grind. I'm just saying if you haven't completed anything, it's tough. It's tough for me to sit up here and say it's worth it if you haven't even started. I mean, look, if you haven't completed XP, I mean, it's a good way to get XP, stuff like that. I just don't know if it's ultimately worth it for the majority of people out there. Again, if you have this domination done, if you have De'Aaron Fox, you're probably looking at an 7-8 hour grind. And once you have the domination part of it done, De'Aaron Fox is the hardest part of it. But once you get Fox, it's easy. It is a breeze after you ultimately do get De'Aaron Fox. So just something to kind of keep in the back of your minds. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? Well, I can't sit up here and say one or the other. It really is preference based. If you do grind for Vince Carter, I'm not going to sit up here and be like, oh my gosh, you guys need to touch grass, all this stuff. I'm fine with it. It is important to know, guys, you have 7 days to get this thing done until April 8th. So it's not like this thing lasts forever. You got basically a week for a 20-hour grind if you have not started. So it's one of those things, guys. You don't have a lot of time to kind of sit on the edge, man. You got to either take Vince Carter when he's there, or you got to not take advantage of it. Another thing to kind of think about, guys, is this last content drop, and this is the last kind of point I'm gonna make. You look at the last content drop. I know we did not get a lot of great shooting guards in my team, but let's just look at Rudy Fernandez, for example. Okay. Rudy Fernandez, we just got, has Steph base, Kobe escape, shifty dribble style, Scottie behind the back. And I mean, yes, his stats aren't Vince Carter, but he's really cheap. And that's just a sign of things to come. That's my main point. Like, look, guys, we got a Scottie Barnes today who is literally absolutely elite on this game. So, is it going to be something that if you don't go for Vince Carter, you're going to probably regret? I don't think so. I really don't. Just because there's going to be shooting guards coming very soon in my team that are going to be just as good as Vince. That is probably not going to be expensive. We got to realize the start of the new season is next Friday, and the start of the new season usually means absolutely incredible content on that specific day. So just something to kind of keep in the back of your mind. Is Vince Carter worth grinding for? It is really ultimately up to each and every one of you guys. I'm not going to get him on my no money spent. I'm not going to get him on my road to 250K. So that really explains it for you guys. It's going to wrap it up for my video today, though, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.